Hello, Commander.
Alright boys, my name's Xavier and welcome to XCOM 2 Star Wars. This mod pack looks beautiful and it sounds good too. Here, have a listen. Ridiculously epic intro out of the way, let's talk about the campaign. This is going to be a Legend War of the Chosen playthrough. Now I've got a good 5,000 plus hours in XCOM 1 and XCOM 2, but I don't even have 5 hours in War of the Chosen. So for once, I'm actually going to have to wiggle my way out of situations I don't know everything about before I even get into. So that should be hopefully entertaining. As far as the mod list goes, if you guys want access to it for yourself, you can get it on our Discord. Go up to the XCOM channel, go to the pins, and then click jump to the nearest post. In there you can find both a link to the Steam list as well as a INI file for the alternative mod launcher if you want to use that. We're still working on it as it stands. There's 98 mods right now, and one of those mods is our own custom tweaks that I pretty much took heavy inspiration from Long War 2 to put in. Not to say this is going to be a Long War 2 style game, just that some of the weapons and items and guns and whatnot are balanced to each have their own unique identity and purpose, and nothing should be super overpowered either. As for the series, it'll be coming out once a week, every weekend, and this episode is going to be very long. It's basically a double episode. We have a lot of explaining to do about different things here and there as we go along, changes we made and all that good stuff, and we wanted to throw in a bonus fight at the end, because it's actually really awesome. Speaking of explaining, as Bravo Wolf is editing, he's going to be going through after every mission and making a list of things to highlight and point out either that I did wrong or changes that we made to our tweak list so you guys are aware of them if you decide to play with the mod list on your own. So you'll notice his voice occasionally at the end of some missions. Anyways, that's about it. We really need this series to do well. If you guys want to help us out, hit the like button. If you really want to help out, when our Star Wars RimWorld campaign comes out in a day or two, click on it. It would really help. Even if you don't want to watch RimWorld, just click on it and let it play. It means all the difference in the world to the survival of our YouTube channel. Otherwise, if you want to support us, links in the description down below. And now, let's get into Gatecrasher.
We have a fix on the target. Move to place the X4 charges at the designated position.
Well, boys, when Bravo Wolf was creating the mod pack, I became the random lone Jedi by mistake in the test campaign, and I thought to myself, that's unfortunate, because there's no chance of me becoming the Jedi in the real campaign. Lo and behold, here I am, looking good. Blue on blue, no less. Oh, it looks so incredible. In any event, who do we have over here? We got Mike Woodhill, we have Rusty, and then up over here we've got President Scroob. So the plan is, I don't want to mess this up as a result of me being a Jedi. So the obvious strategy is take the high ground here. We've got to move over in this location, plant some charges, and then neutralize everything we can see.
As you order.
There's going to be exactly 3 pods. I think a pod of 2, a pod of 3, and a pod of 3 with probably 1 officer, as I recall. There's like a 0% chance of them showing up right here. So we're good to just dash up onto the roof, get elevation, overwatch, and that's how we'll activate. Also, apparently Jedi have jumpy legs, don't you know? Badoop! Yes! Look how good I look. Okay, so we see someone right there. Let's go take a look on the right side here. Wow! Okay, so we see multiple pods. And we know it's safe to come over here.
Roger that.
Well, technically I could hit 2 of them with a grenade, but there's 5 of them. So that would be a very dangerous way to start the campaign. I think the better idea is, let's set up for incredible overwatch. And we'll just wait and hope we get a better shot at 3 of them. This one's an officer. It's got 5 hit points instead of the regular 4, and also 1 armor point, which this early in the game is actually relatively decently challenging to deal with, since most of our weapons only do about 2. Actually, I think they do 3, so they'll deal 2 to him normally. We could see all 3 of them, meaning if I want to be a super, super, super sneaky weasel, check this out. Hop down, right next to all the dopes. Yes, this is how you start the XCOM experience. Smart overwatch others. Should probably make sure they all have line of sight to all 3 enemies. Yep, 1, 2, 3. Fantastic. Ye old El Grenade from Elevation.
Frag out! Enemies
Okay there. Oh, hey, boys! You want to come say hello? Come on, come say hello. Now, the problem is, they have yellow alert, which means they can take actions, and I'm standing in the open like a moron. Wow, we missed that 81%. I guess it wouldn't be XCOM. Oh, nice. Move and mark. I actually threw a grenade and killed not 1, not 2, but all 3 characters. There's a 12.5% chance of that happening on the first grenade. Absolutely insane. Of course, then we missed an 81 on top of that. In any event, there's one more pod after this. And here's the deal. Whoa! We have idle suppression, by the way. We turned it down a little bit so it doesn't fire as much. Just an occasional shot here and there for flair. Actually really like these new blasters, but here's the deal with these things. The DC-15As. We've modified them so essentially they have high aim bonus. I think it's 12 by default. Additionally, we have 12 bonus from height advantage because we've modified that down from 20 because it was too overpowered. And these DC-15As get a scaling aim bonus at exactly 12 tiles away, up to 12 aim. So if you're 12 tiles away, you'll get 12 on top of that too. So we've got 49 there. I can definitely slice for a fair bit. Let's see what my odds are with my attack. Lightsaber slash, 88%. Well, that's not the best thing in the world because I'm likely to activate another pod, then I'll be caught here in the open. So let's think about just taking 2 shots with the 2 characters who are not marked. 55, Mike Woodhill. Beautiful. Nice, hit for 3 with 1 armor. All right, Rusty. Give him the beans, as they say. Beautiful. Ah, what an easy game, boys. Easy game. One more pod someplace. Now, the problem here is these guys can come in with yellow alert and shoot, and we're... Well, you know what? We're not marked, actually, because the officer died, so the mark went away. I want to be 100% careful and not activate anything else. There's probably going to be another officer in the next pod. Oh, hello? Yep, there we go. Officer in the next pod. Pod of 3. They are going to shoot me. I probably should have hunkered. Ah! 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 Why is this how the game starts? And they're on Overwatch? So we have an aim of 68, height advantage of 12, weapon accuracy of 6, and weapon range of 4. Okay, so I was wrong before when I said the DC-15A has an aim of 12. It actually has an aim of 6. So we need to take this guy down. We have literally no medkits whatsoever, and he's on Overwatch. We have reverted the War of the Chosen Overwatch changes, so we can move 1 tile without pulling Overwatch, even though Gucci again is telling us we'll pull it on right here. So, not sure any of that really helps us. We just need to take shots and hope one of these hits. Technically, we can move 1 tile. Now, if we were playing vanilla War of the Chosen, that actually would have pulled the Overwatch right there. But since we're using vanilla XCOM 2 Overwatch mechanics, it doesn't. Anyway, 49% Elevation. Beautiful. The damage removes his Overwatch. We also picked up an ability point from height advantage shot. Well, the obvious solution here is just keep the height advantage and shoot.
On the move.
We're not going to get any better shots than this. Or we could Overwatch. We'll take 1 shot here. Yeah, that might make sense because the other two are going to move in for sure. So we'll go for the Overwatch. We'll catch him in the open. There it is. President Scroob, beautiful. Rusty, beautiful. Apparently they're bugged out a little bit. Not sure what's causing that. 45. We got to be quick because I'm bleeding out here. And to end the... Wow, 90% miss. What is with the RNG? So I become a Jedi, and then I immediately get knocked out. By the way, we're out of ammo. Oh, God, we're out of ammo on almost everybody. I throw a grenade, kill 3 guys. We miss an 82. 1-shot knockout on a high roll. And they miss a 90. RNG, you're just a fun time for everyone. So what we can do is combo 2 grenades here for 1 kill on Rusty and Mike Woodhill, meaning President Scroob's going to have to deal 1 damage. He also has a grenade. I'm not screwing around, boys. Screw the grenades. Get up there. We're just going to go full grenade spam. We'll lose some loot here, but it doesn't matter to me. Just don't forget we have to move up there and actually place the detonator. Wow, high roll on the grenade. Well, boys, I am alive. We actually had to high roll that because if I didn't, we wouldn't have been able to move and plant the charges in the same turn. So luckily we did hit the high roll, and I shall not die this day.
Menace 1-5, rendezvous at the extraction point. Status confirmed. Squad is clear. Detonating charges.
I like how that mannequin sit down there. It's just like exploded. Well, welcome back to XCOM. Join the fight. In any event, let's see how long I'm going to be out for now.
Hey guys, if you're hearing me for the first time, my name is Braulf, and I'll be adding these post-mission reports when there's something to be learned from a mission and Xavier hasn't already pointed it out. This time I want to inform you that the extended information mod showing chances to hit on the fly isn't always accurate, so this 90% shot wasn't actually a 90. Nothing we can do about that, but the mod works as intended most of the time. And second, since Jedi have no weapon to shoot with, if you have 1 action point to spare, you should always hunker to avoid what happened to Xavier. That's it, see you in the next one.
I am alive! Oh, only 24 days? I can't tell if I have the worst RNG or the best RNG. My God. Look how beautiful. There is one thing to be said about this game. It does indeed have some beautiful, unbelievably beautiful graphics. Look at all these blooms and lights and flashes and the environment, the sunset. It's amazing. Anywho's, we've got a new mod for classes. So this one is Sapper. Mike Woodhill is going to become a Sapper. Now, they can actually do some really interesting things with mobility and short-range shotguns, or even like smaller, quick assault rifles. So that's interesting. What else we got? President Scroob. Ooh, assault infantry. He's also gifted from the combat intelligence. So for those of you who haven't played War of the Chosen and don't know the mechanics, essentially, based on your combat intelligence, you get bonus AP when you level up, and you can use that to buy extra perks a little bit later. So gifted means you get a lot of bonus XP per level. Now, assault infantry is kind of a hybrid shotgun user slash sword user. And there's a lot of interesting options with close quarters and brawling. We'll get to that a little bit later on the classes and their abilities. Rusty picked up, ooh, Marine. That makes perfect sense to have him be a Marine. In terms of just a giant mechanical guy sitting around with a huge gun. Now, these guys are kind of combos from the old infantry as well as the heavy cannon users. We'll go dump into the perks in a bit. First, though, let's go check out the base. 6 troopers, 2 officers. Beautiful. Bond level 1 reached already? They must be unbelievably compatible. President Scroob and Mike Woodhill. Okay. Let's ignore it for a second. I want to check out the armory. Soldiers. There we go. Let's check out the soldiers. John Scaglione. Welcome to XCOM. Who else we got here? Antist Bad. Okay. Fire ant, apparently. This guy's crazy. Why is he wiggling around all crazy like? Who else we got? Manuka G is here. Looking pretty stylish. Very Star Warsy. As a clone, actually. Ooh, Bravo Wolf made it in as a giant, fat, sunburnt pig. With dirty teeth. So that's going to be amazing. I wonder if I'll bond with him. That would be hilarious. Ketnar is in. God, Ketnar would blend right in if we ever went to like a frigging 70s disco where the blue lights burnt out partially and all they were green lights. He would literally be in, you couldn't even see him in the bar or whatever the heck it is. Bar. Let's go to the bar from Boston. What do we got? Lorian is here now. Janosch Mandalorian. Oh, I see what he did. Janosch Mandalorian. That makes more sense. Ah, yes! Janto. Guys, look at little Janto. Janto Dito. What a name. Only Rhodian in the entire barracks. We also got Gaudron. Looking pretty fancy. And lastly, Puny Puriel. Whoo! That's interesting. So he showed up with this weird armor for some reason. None of the other guys did, just he did. I don't know why he's got XCOM armor over his clone armor. He's not supposed to. Kind of bugged out. All right, well, maybe he's throwing up a revolt because I named him Puny. In any event, for research, we're going to go directly into modular weapons. I want to pursue a direct path to magnetic weapons and Gauss weapons. Basically, no stops, 100%. For engineering, we're not going to build anything, but we will indeed start building a new facility. I'm actually going to go, again, directly towards supporting weapons, which is going to be laboratory. That was 175 supplies, leaving us with exactly 0. It's going to take 40 days to get this done. We can't assign anyone anywhere, so we're just about done, actually. Let's see who we can recruit in the recruit pool. Saki Wabu the Walrus? My god, look at the horizon in the background. That's beautiful. Tremaine is here. Charlie J, Mr. Weathersat, Zidane, Beno, Wimpy Wrecker, Cialo, Justin X, and Bear Catapult, assuming we can recruit any of them. I'm not sure if we'll be able to, but I'm excited to try in the near future, especially for Mr. Walrus. And we found some supplies out here. Let's hit the go button. Here's the deal. For basically vanilla XCOM strategy mechanics. So essentially, we're not going to expand at all. And the reason for this is that if the aliens invade and cause a retaliation, if we lose it, it doesn't matter. If we lose it in a territory we expanded to, we actually lose contact with the territory. We lose the money we spent to expand over there and everything. So it actually makes sense to sit here, and if there's a retaliation early in the game, which there will be, and if it's bad, we don't have to bother even trying to do it. We can just let them have it and get like a $20 penalty. For now, though, we'll just skin up the supplies. Alright, modular weapons is done. Not that that matters, because we have exactly 0 items we can put on our weapons. Now, hybrid materials is inspired. It's only 6 days, but it's a trap. It is 100. Actually, it's only 3 days. Normally, it's 6. Well, honestly, it really doesn't matter. We're not going to build these things anytime soon. So I think the better, more smart move is to go directly towards magnetic weapons. I know it's 63 days. I think these things are just a trap, to be entirely honest. Nothing matters more than getting upgraded weapons immediately so you can stay ahead of the curve. In fact, even if you rush it directly, you're going to fall behind the curve and enemies will start showing up with 8+ hit points. Let's see our bond mates here. How do I even see this stuff? Wow. Yeah, indeed. Mike Woodhill and President Scroob had 9.7 compatibility. That is crazy. So Mike Woodhill is going to be far in the back, and President Scroob is going to be way in the front. I see no reason not to bond them with each other, especially because all of their bonds are really low. So let's go for it. We shall confirm the bond, and we'll even memorialize this. What the? They're just carrying dead sectoids around, which actually don't exist in this game. Advent's leading cause of death. All right, sure. There you go, boys. Nice centered photo, too. I like how it's just completely 1/4 of the frame isn't even utilized. $57 supplies. Ooh, we got a scientist. 100%. Let's hit that up. That's actually very, very, very fortunate, because that'll help us get magnetic weapons a lot sooner. New target acquired. Sit reps as well. No sit reps. So we have some of the sit reps shut off, such as the Lost, because they're just kind of boring. Ooh, we get an engineer. Wow, that's really, really convenient. So we get an engineer and a scientist as our first two things. All right, let's do it. So I was gearing up the squad for the next mission, and I noticed that Rusty here is being observed by both Bradford and Puriel, as he has missed 10,000 shots in a row. Like, not once has he actually hit the sectoid. That is not a sign of good things to come. In any event, let us get the squad geared up, and we can check out the classes now at the same time. So first up, we have President Scroob as an assault infantry. So this is kind of a combination hybrid of an assault and like a shinobi from Long War 2. They have the, or maybe a ranger from XCOM 2 Vanilla, if that's what it was before. So they have abilities like run and gun and also slash, and they unlock abilities to help them either focus more on swords or focus more on run and gun style shotguns. And they have one scaling bonus here, close quarters battle dominance, apparently. So at rank 1, we get +5 to defense, critical hit defense, critical hit chance, with the assault infantry's radius, which is 3 tiles. So we have to be very close to get those bonuses, and those bonuses are not very good. But once we reach rank sergeant, it goes up to 10 at 4 tiles, and also at rank major, it goes up to 15 to all of those at 5 tiles. And additionally, if we were to use the bullpup style weapons, the SMGs, as I call them, we get an additional 3 tiles, which is not bad at all. So that would be 6, 7, and 8 tiles. So let's go check out now President Scroob's loadout. So what I want to do for him, first we have to get rid of this vanilla weapon. What we have here is basically a default vanilla shotgun in terms of stats. That's the DP-23. Nothing's really changed with that. However, we've modded in some stats for Long War rebalance style weapons. What we have right here is kind of like the Long War R carbine. So this does a lot less damage, and it has 1 mobility. Additionally, all of the SMG style weapons we gave 30 flanking critical bonus to. So they do less damage, but they have slightly higher bonus critical damage, and they have much higher critical chance against exposed targets. Well, the carbine makes a lot of sense, I think, for Scroob here, because he's got such low mobility at 11. This will give him 11 + 1, which is 12. Alternatively, we could go all the way down to the E11 blaster rifle, which gives 3 mobility. However, it hits for only 2 to 3, which is ridiculously pathetic. Both of those have the flanking crit bonus and a little bit higher than average crit damage, compared to the shotgun, which has still higher than average crit damage because it's a shotgun, but at the same time it does a whopping 4 to 6, so downgrading from that to this 3 to 4 and down to this 2 to 3. Well, there's at least choices depending on what kind of class character you want to spec out. For now, we'll stick with the DC-15S. It should be enough damage to kill most enemies we face, except for pod leaders. Additionally, this should increase our bonus stats up to 6 tiles away, so we'll have like 5 extra defense from 6 tiles away, 5 extra crit defense, all that good stuff. So next up, we have our Sapper, Mike Woodhill. So what Sappers do in this mod, it's called the Proficiency Class mod, I believe. It's actually a really well-made mod. And it's heavily influenced from like the old Long War 2 perk trees. which I kind of like quite a bit. So what we have here for Sapper is the initial perk scales, again, as they all do. This one gives a grenade pocket, so we have 2 grenades, and grenades and rockets deal an additional +3 environmental damage. And that's very important, because the first thing I did in this basic mod tweak that we've added for ourselves is reduce the environmental damage of all grenades to 8. So essentially, no one in the game can destroy any cover with a basic grenade except for a Sapper, who will pretty much always destroy cover. And they get an additional +1 charge on the grenades in our pocket later on at Sergeant, plus a 25% chance to crit at Sergeant for an additional +1 damage, and then later on, it looks like they get +1 more grenade, plus they do +1 base damage, and an extra damage on critical hits, so a 25% chance of 2 damage, and some more environmental damage. Now, they also have Defensive Mine, which I've yet to actually utilize usefully, but you can place a small defensive proximity mine. So essentially, proximity mines do 3 to 5 base damage and have 1 tile proximity explosion radius. Okay. It's also going to disorient any enemy that comes nearby. Not bad at all. For weapons on Mike Woodhill, we're going to go more for mobility right now. So sappers can use shotguns and rifles. Now, we already went over the shotgun before. There's 3 rifles we have in this mod. The DC-15A, which I explained in the last mission. Basically, it has more aim than a normal rifle at 6%. Plus, it gets 12 aim from exactly 12 tiles away. So that's a combined 18 aim. And if you have elevation, that's another 12, so a combined 30 potential aim. Really nice for rookies and the like. In fact, Mike Woodhill's aim is high enough that it might make sense to give it to him later. For now, though, I'm going to stick with more mobility, which is going to be the TL-50 heavy repeater. So this will do the same damage as the DC-15A. It gives +1 mobility. But the difference is it gains 60 aim at point blank and no aim whatsoever anywhere else, including medium range. So it's far more of a close range weapon, and I personally just like the extra mobility for getting into range to deploy our grenades. Now, you might ask, what's the E11D? It's basically just a nerfed shotgun for classes that can't actually use the full shotgun, like, say, rookies or a couple other classes that don't have access to shotguns, but do have access to rifles. So it's an option. Lastly, we have Rusty as a Marine. God, this guy looks incredible. His statistics are as such. We have Fire Discipline here. So at rank 1, we can actually choose. We have a toggle to choose what threshold do we want to take our reaction shots, 0, 33, or 66. Additionally, we can critically hit with reaction shots, and reaction shots get a +10 aim bonus. Rifles get that on all reaction shots, but cannons only get it on suppression. Now, here's a very important one. Weapon magazines gain an additional round of ammunition. +1 on cannon and +1 on rifle. At Sergeant, we gain more aim on Overwatch, essentially, and more ammo on the cannon. And, of course, at Major, we gain even more aim and more ammo on the cannon. We also get Sustained Fire as a basic squatty promotion. So direct shots will not end the turn, but any remaining action points will be converted to a special type that only allows overwatching, suppressing, or reloading. Meaning we can area suppress with a giant cannon, and then following that, with the next turn we could shoot, then reload, then area suppress again the turn after that, or command. So it's a good way to keep the volume of fire going. And of course we get suppressive fire. And lastly, cannon machine gun up gun. Meaning we can use cannons, but compared to a rifle, we get a -2 penalty when we equip them. Basically a shooter class. So our options for weapons on this one are going to be either the cannons or rifles. So we've already gone over the rifles, but the cannons for options, we have the Z6 Rotary. Now this guy has a -5 aim and a whopping 4 to 6 damage. But the important thing is that it has more aim at point blank than other weapons at 30, which is half decent if you get right in someone's face. Not as good as a shotgun at 60, but still pretty decent. And it also has far more ammo in the magazine at a whopping 4. Alternatively, we could go for the T21 light repeating rifle. It does the exact same amount of damage. Looks really cool, too. The difference is, though, that it has only 2 shells before it has to reload. And it gets only 15 aim at point blank rather than 30 from the Z6, but what it does get is 12 aim at 12 tiles away. So it's a pretty hard-hitting weapon with a decent aim bonus from a medium range, whereas the Z6 is far more suited towards suppression fire and locking down your opponents. So I think we're going to stick with the Z6 for now for the utility. And of course, lastly, we have Manuka G here as a rookie with the DC-15A. That's decent because he's got 67 aim. The combo from this gun with extra aim, extra range, we keep him at mid-range. He'll be pretty decent. Pretty decent accuracy. Off we go.
Hostile forces also picked up on the signal, and they weren't about to leave anyone from the Resistance alive. We're going in to sweep the site, eliminate all hostile forces, and find the assets. Menace 1-5. We've got a bead on the Advent data vault near your position. Be advised, self-detonating charges are in place at the target. Move to disarm and extract the package before its contents are destroyed.
Boy, is that far away. So we do have the Lost disabled, but the Lost maps still show up. Reasoning for that was the Lost are just super boring, and then watching them fight, watching the AI fight the AI isn't really why I play XCOM. So we took those guys out. In any event, we're just going to move as rapidly and aggressively as we can towards the objective. Let's see what we see.
Right away. I go. Los. Got it. Moving.
Let's move fast.
Hier sind mehrere Feinde.
Well, that's rather pathetic. I'd rather not lose concealment to fight 2 guys.
On the move.
This is a little risky. There it is, finally. Okay. Now we see 2 more, and we also see a Scout Spotter. So those replace sectoids, and essentially they have hollow targeting pistols.
Begebe mich zum Ziel.
I would not mind activating against those with a grenade, that's for sure.
Stay small, move fast.
Right away, acknowledged.
Ooh, and there's the 3rd pod right over by the objective. No surprises there. These little scouts only have 3 hit points. Well, now the tricksy part is going to be in deploying the grenade without activating the 3rd pod all the way out there. And quite frankly, that'll do it literally perfectly. Let's wait till next turn, or at least deploy this proximity mine right over here for now. Oh wow, it doesn't actually end the turn. Okay. I think it takes an action point, but it's non-turn ending. In any event, let's go. To town, boys. Badoom! Fun! Yes, that's right, Mike Woodhill. Fun! Wow. 3, 3, and 5.
Roger.
Looks so good. Good, and we did not activate the 3rd pod. Fantastic. If we move... Oh, God, guys! Idle suppression is the best. Now, Manuka G's a rookie. Let's see what he can do with a beautiful flank over here. He could theoretically come up here. No, he can't. No line of sight, but back here for sure. Yep, line of sight, flank. Beautiful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is about 7 tiles, so we get an accuracy bonus of +6. Actually, no, the weapon range is +2. The accuracy for the gun is +6. Well, 2 is better than 0. Okay. Guess it's not. let's do it this way. President Screw comes down, loses the elevation. His close proximity with the SMG should be decent. Weapon range plus 12, 83. Okay. What? We grazed. Oh my god, this game. Okay, our only choice now is going to be a daring move where we suppress basically everything. Let's see if Rusty can hit every single enemy, and the answer is actually no. That graze is going to cost us. You know what? I think the least threatening thing is going to be this scout out here with the pistol. But there's no way actually to tag both of these two on the right. So, oh well, we'll just have to go for those two then.
Order acknowledged.
Yes! It says 100, but it's clearly not 100%. What the heck? He ran into the bomb! Oh, but the bomb destroyed our cover. And this little dopey is just gonna run around. That seems to be an issue with their AI. They very rarely actually do anything.
Right away.
Uh-oh, yellow alert actions, boys! 60%, beautiful. Getting lucky, another yellow alert action. That one, though, 60 hit with a 33 crit. Woo! All right, well, I guess we've started to play XCOM then. Let's have Manuka G come down here. He's not going to be able to use his rifle from this range, but what he can do is throw this grenade right there, guaranteeing at least one kill. Beautiful. Now we have got to be super careful about this and all of these things. And we also need to make sure we've got cover. Realistically, there's almost no place we can get all of those things taken care of unless we just completely run away. Let's actually bank on literally running away. Come over here to the high cover with Rusty. Suppress the two on the right. Or actually just suppress the one, because apparently there's cooldown on zone suppression. Wow, 5-turn cooldown, huh? Okay. Here's where we can change our toggle. Currently, we're going to take Overwatch shots even with a 0%. Let's toggle that. So now we won't take Overwatch shots unless we've got at least a 33%. Oh! Okay. Okay, I have an idea. I just wish there was a safer place to do this from is all. If we come up here, oh god, that explosion's so dangerous. And if we come back here, not good. There's no safe place whatsoever. And I don't want to stand here in the open against all these guys. Here's how we do it. Move back to there. Toss up ye old El Granada. I really want to do that. I won't hit the explodey barrel, but I will hit both of them. Bloody hell. Another low roll for 2. Well, now we're going to use teamwork. Takes one action. Toss it up right there. Beautiful. Thank God for President Scroob and Mike Woodhill being teammates on Mission 1. Because now we can actually hide Mike Woodhill over here behind the high cover with line of sight blocking elements all around him. Next up, run and gun. Let's get up there, give these guys something to shoot at, something to think about. This could be funny. We lost the loot, but it was funny. You gotta choose the right things you're gonna do. In any event, we're gonna suppress over here. We have -5 on our gun, but suppression will give us a +10 because of our class bonus. More importantly, it gives them a -50.
Advancing. I need assistance here.
God, that looks cool, but does nothing. Well, they're going for nice flanks, but it's not going to work for them. The further away we get here, actually, the better.
Let's move fast.
Well, let's use everyone's favorite ability in the game. Ye old. 54%. I want to use it, but that is too bad. Let's just use a grenade. Ooh, look at that, boys. Barrels for days. God, that's cool. We shredded his armor and everything else. Is there anyone else left on the map? Active 1? Nope, that's it. Toodles, boys.
Menace 1-5, we're not picking up further contacts near your position.
And that'll do it.
Menace 1-5, we're not picking up further contacts near your position. Site is secure. Move on the target before the charges detonate.
9% chance for current region income. All right, well, sure. Close.
The item is status confirmed. All hostiles are down and the area is secure.
Excellent rating. Not flawless, though. Why? What the? President Scroob is just blocking the site. What a doofus. What an absolute doofus. You know what? I'm just going to down with Advent.
Tell them to pose near an Advent burger menu. For science, of course.
Okay, Tigan.
And just one quick note this time, the rifle DC-15A has plus 12 aim at 12 tiles, but it also has plus 15 from point blank, which means Xavier could have moved next to the scout and have max aim. Seems like he forgot this detail, but you know, I'm sure that will never happen again.
Looks so beautiful. 32 days on Mike Woodhill. Well, it could have been much worse. His cover was destroyed and he got missed. He actually easily, it was a 60% chance he would have died there, so that's not too bad. For promotions now, our options are as such. Blast padding. So that's just the vanilla ability, essentially. Now, one of the cool things about this mod is that the localization is just fantastic. Like, it actually says, adds 1 point of armor, does this, you click over here, it tells you specifically what it does, where it does it, variables are all in there, and everything else, too. So I'm not too concerned with the blast padding. A skirmisher, however, gain 2 mobility, and at the start of each turn, gain 2.5 chance per tile moved to convert any standard hits received into grazes. I really like the concept of using our sappers as kind of like frontline brawlers who occasionally have grenades. Lastly, we have entrenched, which, when you're attacked through full cover, incoming damage is reduced by 2 hit points and the attack cannot crit. Weird that there's 2 different survivability perks here. I don't know if I would have done that, but I definitely like the concept of the skirmisher. What I would really like is to take the skirmisher and these 2 survivability perks, but let's go for this one. So essentially, if we move at least 10 tiles, we'll have 25% chance to convert normal hits into grazes and plus 2 mobility all the time. Heck yeah. Meanwhile, Manuka G got a promotion. He became a marksman. He had 67 aim, so not bad. Manuka G, the snipey sniper. So for this, we get precision targeting. We get the brace ability. So it's kind of like steady weapon from XCOM, or was it Long War 1? Was that in Long War 2? I don't remember now. Regardless, when we brace, our aim penalties due to squad sight are removed. Additionally, reduce the target's chance to dodge by 10, and also plus 10% chance to crit unflanked targets. If they're flanked, you don't get that crit, oddly enough. And then it goes up a little bit more at successive levels. We also pick up hollow targeting ability now. Hollow targeted does 10, 15, 20 aim. That is so ridiculously so strong, but okay. And then we have Phantom now as a basic sniper ability. And lastly, we have Brace. So what this does is you activate it to set up a stable firing brace, and the following turn, you can see 8 more tiles, and your weapon has about 8 more tiles of range. Okay, we picked up an auto-loader. So an auto-loader, 6 troopers and 2 sectoids, 8 corpses total. And now we have to go to the black site at some point. More importantly, though, we have to assign our engineer. Let's do it right here to build the laboratory. To me, that is #1 priority, is getting that lab online. Let's go finish scanning for our scientists. Oh, wow, look at that. The black site's literally next door to us. And there's some supplies out here as well. We'll do that after the scientists. The sooner we get the scientists, the sooner the scientist does science. Amy Pickens. Welcome. Wait a minute. Dr. Amy Pickens? I think she was an actual character. She may have enabled herself to become a scientist. Okay. I wonder if that was intentional. Let's go check on the supplies here. The Scourging Watchers have a high priority mission for you. They want us to come over here to rescue a VIP from an Advent vehicle. They'll give us 84 intel and a second scientist. Oh god, yes. And here's our squad for this one. Welcome Scaglion to the party. He's coming along with the DC-15 to help him out with a little bit of aim. And he's got very low mobility, very low aim, so I figured this is probably the best way to get some use out of him. Hopefully, if we can get him elevated, that would be perfect. Also, welcome Imperial to the squad here. I fixed his chest piece. I don't know why I got messed up loading the campaign, but regardless, it's fixed now. For him, however, he got 13 mobility, so I instead opted to go for the TL-50 heavy repeater over the DC-15, giving him +1 mobility, pumping it to 14, and still doing a very good job with a 60 aim bonus point blank. He will hit literally everything for a good amount of damage. Plus, this gun is one of the coolest ones in the game, sounding-wise. We're bringing Rusty with the Z6 just like last time, and this time we're bringing Manuka G as an actual class, meaning I decided to go with the DLT-19D over here as the sniper rifle. So the way we have sniper rifles set up, the base is the DC-15X up here, and that's kind of what it looks like. That's the normal sniper rifle. Hits like a truck at 4 to 6. It has a bonus aim of 12 when you're 18 tiles away. So basically, that's the absolute maximum of vision. Right at the beginning of squad sight range is where you get your maximum aim bonus. It tapers off in 6 tiles in either direction. It also has a decent crit here with 3 bonus crit and 15 crit chance. But if you go down to the 19D, you actually give up 1 bonus crit, you give up 5 crit chance, but you gain a flat 12 aim, which is an absolutely ginormous amount. You keep the same aim bonus from 18 tiles, but you also give up 1 damage. So this is a more reliable, far more reliable, but way less fun, less damaging, less critically damaging weapon. I think it's good in the early game, especially right now when we're a very low rank. And thirdly, something I'm very interested to try out a little bit later, is the DLT-19X. Now this is like a strike rifle. This does not take 2 action points to fire. So you can move and fire with it, and its aim bonus is actually at 12 tiles rather than at 18. And it doesn't have any aim bonus, and it does have lower damage than the DC-15, but at the same time, it's more specifically for like a snapshot sharpshooter, like I was in Season 3 of Long Order 2. And to help that out, we've also given it 1 more mobility. It's a little bit lighter, a little bit smaller. It's not really, but we can just pretend it's a little bit smaller. Anyways, we're going for the high aim variant right now. And off we go.
Expect hostile resistance. Secure the area and clear out anyone who stands in your way.
Easily the coolest of the drop-in animations.
Move to rendezvous. Eliminate all hostile contacts.
Alright, this is a very big map. We gotta get all the way over there. He's in the truck, then we gotta get over here. This elevation right there will be fantastic for our snipers, so let's make it happen. Oh, Jake Solomon, you sneaky weasel, you.
Move, move!
Okay,
Take more, move fast!
on my way.
Order acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Okay, we can hear that they're probably not scouts. I'm not sure if that's accurate, though. Looks like there's a whole nother building here, which is going to kind of prevent my elevation plan. Let's move a little carefully. We see nothing.
Corro.
Troopers, move in!
Got it, moving.
Acknowledged.
Now, one thing I really want to do is look over here from far away. Like, this corner would be a decent place to look from. Far less likely to activate doing that.
Like we drilled, go!
Okay, this is fairly decent. We see nothing. Oh. Wow, that was the one thing I was worried about happening, and there you go. It happened. It's alright, though. It's just two dopes. In fact, it may even be half decent for us. Ooh, look at this, boys.
I'm on it.
Rusty from Elevation.
I'm taking heavy damage.
Really? Did we graze him? Oh, yep. We sure did. Well, at least he got a skill point for flanking, I suppose. Ooh, look at this. So let's count and make this exactly right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This should be just about right, except for elevation bonuses. Weapon range plus 10. Yep, right there would have been a little bit more perfect. But either way, Badoom! Not bad for a rookie. Ooh, another ability point as well. Awesome. Hero can get really close here, but not close enough.
Fast and hard.
Oh! Oh, you've got to be kidding. What?
On your order.
Okay, I really did not think moving one tile would activate more. It did cross my mind when I moved there. I actually was thinking to myself, should I move one tile? I'm like, nah, don't worry about it. Chances of one tile coming to hurt us is not high. Lo and behold, here we are. Well, Puriel, for the love of God, do not miss. Oh! That is just beautiful, is what that is.
Moving to position.
Now, I really like them dashing.
On Overwatch.
Please tell me he had to... Please tell me he had... What the...
Roger that.
All right, boys. The game's afoot. No. Oh, thank God he didn't do anything. Wow. John Scaglione. Weapon range plus 10. We could get a little bit more, but not without sacrificing our cover. So let's just take it. 77%. Welcome, rookie John Scaglione. Woo!
Così si fa. Sto finendo le munizioni.
Now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more, and we only have 3 characters. And keep in mind, they're on Overwatch. Now, because we're using original XCOM 2 Overwatch rules, I still do have at least a couple of options here. Realistically, though, we have a sniper and a heavy who can do change suppression, and that's about it. So I could move to this corner and change suppress everybody. And honestly, that's not a bad idea. Let's go for it. One, 2, 3. And you know what? We're 1 tile short of hitting the 4th one. Okay. That also removes Overwatch. Apparently. Didn't expect that. Now, this character has 4 hit points. Imperial's probably best bet is to hope to not min-roll and get right next to his face for plus 60 aim. That'll be guaranteed now that the Overwatch is down. 100% anything but a min-roll, Imperial. Get him off the roof! That's cool. All right, lastly, the one way in the back. keep in mind, is not currently suppressed. So our goal here, 81, 81, 63. Oh, we can't see him. He must be at squad sight range, and we don't have the snapshot rifle, so if we move, we won't be able to shoot him at all. That's unfortunate and a half. Well, we can try to go for a kill with Manuka G at an 81% right there. Or... Nope, they're side by side. Here's what we do instead. Now, do they have grenades? No grenades that I'm aware of.
Let's go.
So grouping up's not a bad idea. Let's throw this right here, but let's not hit... Oh, I guess this guy's bugged from the suppression. I thought he was standing there in the street. He's actually standing right there, meaning we have to hit the truck. The problem with hitting the truck is that it will start to maybe light on fire. And if it lights on fire and blows up, there goes our VIP. Anyway, I think it's worth the risk. Because these grenades do a lot less environmental damage. Yep, perfect. So we get red fog and 1 down. This one marks. That's the officer. Oh! Oh. Oh! They don't have grenades! Just before I recorded this, Bravo Wolf told me they don't have grenades! Ah! Muriel, it's okay! Everything's fine, boys! Everything's fine! Pyrrhal actually fell into cover. So that was a good thing. That was a good thing, guys. That was a good thing. Literally right before I was doing this, I'm not even kidding, like 20 minutes ago I was talking to Bravo Wolf about how he modded the grenades. And he's like, oh, Advent don't even have grenades. An officer like M3 has a grenade. Yeah, okay, sure thing. Oh my god. Okay, this is everything left on the map, just these 3 guys. If we're going to take this shot, we've got to make sure it's going to connect. 81, 81, 61. That's our big threat right there, that scout spotter. Let's see what Pyrrhal's mobility is. Nowhere near enough. He can throw a grenade. That won't be enough either. But we can hit both of them for sure. Let's see if we have additional range. We absolutely do. So let's move Pyrrhal from this low cover into the high cover. Just 1 tile over, a little bit more to defense. Toss out the grenade. This will kill the one with 1 hit point. Hit the other one. Do 5 damage. He apparently max rolled. Now, grenades don't do any shred. That's one thing we took off to make them more interesting. So is it possible now for us to get a flank over there? It is if we run way out into the open, and our aim is honestly not very good, so the chances of that hitting are close to 0. We could move out here with Rusty and do point blank. That should be 100%. Meaning, our best bet here is going to be Manuka G. 61% for you and me. Oh well. I really don't want Pyrrhal taking a shot from this one. Then again, the shot will probably come up here. So you know what? Let's get rid of the officer down here. My guess is this is a scout. He's most likely going to double move like a dope. So, 100%, boys. Point blank. It's been a long time. It's been a long time. Let's give this doofus something else to shoot at with Jean Scaglione.
Right away, sir.
Double move. No! Oh, thank God. Ah! Oh my God. He threw a flashbang which broke the roof, causing Manuka G to fall through the roof and crush Pyrrhal to... Crash! Well, boys, first casualty of the campaign. Pyrrhal getting clashed. Who could have predicted? What is even happening in this game right now? What? Seriously, I can't. I had no idea. First of all, that a flashbang would destroy that roof. I did see the roof on fire, but a flashbang destroyed the roof, and we fell directly on top of... I didn't even realize falling on someone dealt damage. I only played the game for 1,736 hours. How am I supposed to be expected to know this? Oh, boy. Poor Puriel. He had such a cool-looking character, too. 1 hit point away from surviving. Well...
Nessun problema.
John Scaglione to victory.
Proprio così. Munizioni a zero.
On the move. On your order. Like we drilled, go! Attempting a breach.
20 hacking is actually a lot. I was gonna say, if we got that, we could actually do some hacks in the future, but whatever. Come on, buddy. Puriel paid the price for you. Now, Puriel's a rookie, so he doesn't have any gear that we need to bring back with us.
Menace 1-5, we're picking up an enemy transport inbound on your current position.
I would normally bring his body back, but here's the deal. Reinforcements can drop in and shoot on the same turn. So I don't want to mess with that at all. I just want to hide over here and get out.
Moving out.
Next turn.
Rock and roll.
Oh, they knew exactly where to go.
Occhio sui lati.
Moving to position. Covering now.
Boy, is that ever frustrating. Well, we're gonna have to run that Overwatch.
Double time.
Nice. Oh, nope. Actually, nope, not nice. Rusty got hit there. Fare ye well, Puriel. May you ever crush
Me ne vado.
in the heavens of
Status
crashes.
confirmed. Mission accomplished.
Operation First Wolf. It should say Operation First Crash. Rating good. I can't even put Puriel in the thing. And why are we standing behind a photo? For God's sakes, you guys are so bad at this. You know what? This is the photo they want to take. I'll let them take it. No, we're good. Everything's fine.
So, in this summary, a clarification about grenades. I told Xavier only M3 troopers have grenades, but all officers always have them, just like they do in vanilla game. Also, if you're in doubt, you can always aim at the target and press F1 key to see their skills and loadout. Also, flashbangs don't deal environmental damage, so Puriel's unfortunate demise was caused by the fire on the roof, not a flashbang, even though it looked like that. And finally, just to confirm, in this mod pack, reinforcements get 2 action points, meaning they can shoot or go on Overwatch as soon as they come. Be mindful of that.
Well, boys, 1 mission. Puriel the Puny done got crushed, but at least he went out with 3 kills. He did some work with that TL-50. It was very nice. Let's see what John Scaglione got. Oh, tech specialist. So the way tech specialists work is a little bit different in this mod. So they have what's called ABC protocols. Aid protocol, blinding protocol, and combat protocol. You have 1 initial charge. Base recharge is 5. Here it says ABC protocols will slowly recharge after all initial charges are depleted. At rank Sergeant, we gain Haywire protocol ability to hack robots. We gain Repaired protocol to repair some allies. And Gremlin protocol abilities no longer consume all actions. And then lastly, at Major, we gain +1 initial charge to the ABC protocols, as well as reducing recharge time by 1 turn. Now, there's several abilities in here, I believe, that specifically target those ABC abilities, allowing you to do different things and augment them later on at your discretion. We also picked up Hack, allowing us to remotely hack the access points in the towers, and Failsafe. Now, this is pretty cool. So you activate it to negate the negative consequences of any failed hack and gain a +10 hacking bonus for the tech. For this turn, costs 1 action to activate. So you can pop failsafe and then do a hack, but it has a cooldown. So that, or it's only 1 charge. I forget which one it is. Either way, it's just a really cool way to implement failsafe, I have to say. Oh, look at that. Aid protocol. I completely forgot about this one. Basically, this is +20 defense with a smoke. Anywho's, not bad. Also, John Scaglione is gifted, so he'll pick up some interesting things later. These guys can use bullpups, which are essentially the SMGs, and also rifles. Next up, Rusty, wounded for 15 days running that Overwatch on the way out there. His options are covering fire, allows Overwatch shots to be triggered by enemy actions, not just movement. No way I'm taking that, though, because it doesn't do anything against the fact that they're in cover, meaning they'll just miss all the time and waste ammo. Flush them out is pretty good. +30 chance to hit, but it costs 2 ammo and deals half damage, so basically the same old flush from Long Order 1, but a little bit less accurate at 30 instead of 40. Danger Zone increases the cone width of suppression by 2 tiles and by an additional 1 tile for cannon. This is so unbelievably huge, it's game-breaking. I can guarantee you this is game-breaking. At the same time, I don't want to be suppressing the entire map, so I think I'll go with Flush them out just for fun. Even though it's not nearly as strong as Danger Zone, I'm pretty sure. Let's memorialize Imperial, boys. There he is. Immortal in our hearts. Can it actually say something else? Text box 1. Crashing in the stars. Because apparently that's what he's doing. Well, Imperial, you bought us Nestalil. Nestalil. What kind of futuristic hairstyle is that? Apparently those guys wanted to say something to me, but I clicked it by mistake. Not that I really wanted to listen to them anyway. Now, we've unlocked more rookies over here. Okay, we'll go check those out after we take care of these supplies. $56 supplies. And we've unlocked a single soldier. Alright, let's grab him before the rookies. Since we actually have a plenty of rookies and we have very, very, very few soldiers.
Nothing on the local comms.
Ah.
Quiet lately.
Well, it's time for our first Retaliation. Now, here's the deal with this. Because we only own 1 territory, and because Jake Solomon is a giant donut heart, essentially he made it impossible for anyone to lose XCOM in the first month of the game by failing to defend the Retaliation. So we can easily skip this, or if a Chosen shows up, we can skip that too. Basically, we're only going here for experience. So I'll go gear it up, and I'll go take a look. If a Chosen shows up, we're just going to run away. It makes almost no difference to us. If we can easily, successfully do... Fire Ant is just jump. Look at him. It's like, let's go, let's go. He's so jittery. Anyways, yeah, I plan on evacuating out of here, and if that doesn't happen, then that's fine by me. Let's take a look at Fire Ant stats. Wow, 71 plus 6 aim with 10 mobility. Okay, yeah, let's keep him with the DC 15 then. And Dito, Dito is such a good name. I have to go Dito, I think. I'm not going to go with the Janto. I like that a lot. 68 plus 6. Yeah, same deal, low mobility, so we'll stick with the long-range rifles. So we have 2 long-range, or mid-range rifles, rather. We have President Scroob here to carry us to victory with a carbine and melee. And now we have John Scaglione. We need to give him a new weapon. He's got 13 mobility. Well, my thinking here is I want absolute utility. Now, this is where it would actually make some sense, because John Scaglione, being a tech specialist, cannot equip a shotgun. So if we wanted to, we'd equip the E11D blaster rifle, which is like a lower-range 4-man shotgun. It could be fun. I mean, if his mobility was a little higher, I would actually think about it, but instead, I'm thinking of going full mobility with the E11. 3 mobility. He does very little damage, but that'll be okay. He's mostly going to be for cleaning up, getting in, moving in position to get line of sight to apply the ABC protocols, as they say, or toss a grenade. All right, this seems good to go.
Advent came in hot, and so did we. You won't have a concealed position for deployment on this one.
Okay, we don't have any snipers. We could actually not even get up here for elevation. Let's just play it safe. Move up a little bit.
On your order.
Oh! That's playing it safe, is it then? Our first Sith has apparently appeared. Can't really get a super... I can get a good look right here because, you know, Jake Solomon game, as always. But we can't quite get a good look at his face. My God. Alright, well, here's the deal with the Sith. They have 10... I think 15 defense, actually, it looks like here. 75 aim, 8 health, 14 mobility, 60 willpower. They have slash. They have stun the lance. God, that's not great. If a soldier, they also have sustain. If they take enough damage to be killed, they are immediately put into a stasis. This can only happen once per mission. I don't actually think that works on certain abilities. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's shooting? I'm not sure. And I also don't know why it wouldn't work. But let's get our rookies here. Fire Ant, you're up, buddy. Ooh, can you guys imagine Fire Ant right now? Weapon range plus 10. This is almost the perfect range for this gun. Badooms. Ooh! Ooh, does he look good? Hit for 5. Max roll Fire Ant in the fire shooting a frigging Sith. This is... Okay. Yes, please.
Whatever you say.
Milady Dito. 69%. All right, another 10 range. I like it a lot, boys. Did we seriously? Uh-oh. Oh, I see. He went into stasis. So he's sustained for a second here. Now, I don't remember how stasis works because it's been so long since I played it. It's been like Long War 2 Season 2 the last time I've seen it. So, I don't know if he can come right out at the beginning of the next turn or what to do about this. Honestly, I don't feel like I have much choice either way. See if we can expose this duper over here with a grenade. Oh, yeah. Even with nerfed AoE damage, the grenades can still destroy those little tiny peasant boxes or whatever they are. Peasant box? Is that what I just called them? Little tiny peasant boxes? Makes sense, yeah. Definitely. 71%. I could use run and gun, but I'm okay with this. Let's go for it, President Scroob. He's got red fog anyway. Beautiful. Oh, yep.
Right on schedule.
Well then. Hunter. Immune to melee damage. Low profile. His weaknesses. Easy to target from high ground. We have no high ground. Adversary Reapers. Doesn't matter because we're not playing with any special classes besides Jedi. Well.
I appreciate that.
Sure does look cool. Why is he right next to me? Oh, he's not. He's on the other side of the map. 25 hit points, though.
One of the Chosen is here. That thing is only going to make trouble for us until we deal with it.
Oh.
This is just too easy.
Now, I should mention, I haven't actually fought any of the Chosen. I never played War of the Chosen that much. I read about their design before the game came out, but I never actually fought them. So, if I remember correctly, this guy can shoot all the way across the map with squad sight. I'm just kind of pontificating. I know most everything about this game except for what the Chosen do, and I kind of wanted to keep it that way. 25 hit points. Well, I can see him right there. He's doing the idle suppression mod. He just shot the cactus from across the map. Wow, that's actually kind of cheaty, so you can see where things are even when you can't see where they are. So if we were going to play this, we'd have to play it very carefully and come over here, use the car as a line of sight blocker. Yeah, there he is, shooting from the roof. Badoom, badoom. All right, I'm actually kind of feeling like playing this one. Zoom, zoom. Bring out President Scroob, 56. Someone will get him down. Beautiful.
I think Advent's been letting some of the rejects slip through production lately.
We'll move up to the high cover line of sight blocker here near the loot, and then faceless are a thing. I don't know what the faceless turn into, but I know it's not faceless. It's some kind of Star Wars themed thing, so we'll see in a second.
All right, team. Let's get this done. Don't make this too easy on me.
Nessun problema.
Yoink!
Oggetto bersaglio recuperato.
No problem, boss.
Ma certo.
I am reloading.
Rolling. Locked and loaded.
Locked and loaded.
Let's get it on already.
Just taking some time to reload and make sure we're prepared if he does show up. Well, that AI, boys, he just grappled up and rocketed down to the floor. Absolutely incredible.
Vado. Presto, vai.
Save as many civilians as we can.
Go. Get out of here.
Now, it's entirely possible we'd have faceless anywhere, so I want to go on Overwatch. I'm a little bit worried about this low cover shot here, especially with that guy being potentially close. But at the same time,
Tengo la posizione.
I'm not going to go on Overwatch, so looks good. And then same deal here. So 3 Overwatches in case a faceless does pop.
Got it covered.
All from high cover. Well, let's hope they're not faceless.
The elders puppets come.
What? The Elder Hobbits come? Oh, poor Bin Chen. He was in the wrong place at the wrong time. That was a yellow alert activation there, I reckon. Oh, tracking shot, Mark.
Come out wherever you are. I'll give you a sporting chance.
All right, so basically, we need to break line of sight here, which is what I was going to do anyway with John Scaglione. So let's run back. This is definitely going to break line of sight. Buildings everywhere. Good position.
Sei al sicuro. Vai, presto.
Okay, we saved 3 civilians so far. This is actually their leader. 6 hit points, 1 armor. We could actually get a flank from there with Scroob, still have high cover. Looks good. 77 Scroob. Woo! Wow. Critical hit, but still nowhere near enough. Okay, Antisbad can't quite get a perfect shot, but he can at least move down to prepare. 61 seems decent. Come on. Ooh, he looks so good. Yes, Antis! Antisbad, more like Antis good. Guy's a champ. And there really isn't any place to bring Dito except the low cover if we want to take a shot. That scares me greatly. But at the same time, if we take that shot and we hit, we break line of sight. Much safer. Oh god, 42. Well, you know what? He's flanked. He'll move first before the Chosen. Let's go Overwatch. I want to be sure here that if this guy does become a faceless, what's he going to do? Move, jump through the window, come over, swipe, blows this up, guy shoots us, we're dead. That's not good. An alternative move would be to come down here, and then he definitely can't do that. Actually, apparently, faceless in this can do melee. Nice! That was amazing, Dito.
Need to go down that easy.
Anyway, as I was saying, the Faceless in this mod can actually dash attack, which is terrifying.
Thought you could hide, eh?
We can barely even get shots here. Let's see if Dito can pull off another one. That was a beautiful Overwatch. I did predict it accurately, too. That's pretty cool. Whoo! Dito is such a boss! Incredible. We have one more active. Now, there's got to be another pod somewhere. I'm just going to zoom out of here. I didn't really realize how this works, but now I see all the tiles on the ground, so... pretty clear. Problem is we have no shotguns. We can't really burst the Chosen, so I'm not sure what we're going to do here.
Orders confirmed on the move. We're green to go.
Oh, look, boys. Puriel's been immortalized. Even in the... he's a legendary hero. Come on, game. Look over there on the right. Oh, damn it. Okay, Bravo Wolf will have to zoom to it since apparently the wall disappears. But everyone, even in the Resistance Haven, has heard of the legend of the crushed Puriel. Crushed Puriel. Not the Crusher Puriel. Oh, God. I was right to be scared of this one. What? That's what a Faceless is in this? Well, I guess it's Faceless. Holy. Imperial Infiltrator. Fire a weapon. Fuse. If an enemy is carrying explosives, they can be remotely detonated by the Psi operative. What? And they have stun lance. Oh my god. They only have for 2 to 4 though, so that's not bad. And they have regeneration. Wow. Hey, so I don't like this. Let's go running gun over here. Zoom, zoom. All we can really do is throw this grenade and hope that this wall will get taken down, but because I did reduce damage, I think it's actually unlikely to go down. Let's make sure we actually hit. There we go. 100% guaranteed damage. Boom. Wow! Wait. Was there a propane tank on the outside of the wall that I didn't see? Oopsie daisy! John Scaglione! I got scared! This is what happens when you play XCOM 1 for 800 hours. You completely forget about environmental explosives. Wow, he was one-shot by that, too. That's crazy.
Location confirmed.
Oh, there's the Chosen. Oh, God, he's right there, actually. And we're down a man.
That's the Elder's Hunter.
Do we have any... Well, you know what? Now's really the good time to find out. Let's throw a grenade here. He's all by himself. We can do a half bit of damage. Maybe that I think the cactus will survive. Oh, yeah. Wow. That's a half bit of damage, all right, just like I said. He's immune to melee, so we can't do that. The carbine isn't even going to be a flank, so that's not going to work out for us. And our shot here is very bad because he's got the high cover. I have a plan. We'll overwatch him.
Things are about to get even more interesting around here.
Aw, okay. That's not a... Oh, look how cool that guy is. So he summons a dope.
My failure is my own. Come get some. Crude, but effective.
It's all right, Dito. Don't worry about it.
Looks like I've got another captain all lined up for the taking. You're making this too easy on me. Enemy fire on my position.
That is not good.
It's only a 39. Not a big deal. We're like, Tito, no, seriously, wake up, please. Wake up. Please. Seriously.
I can handle that.
There it is, boss. 51% in his face. That's all our ammo, though, so it actually probably isn't the best bet. Let's go for a reload.
Okay.
Get closer for the flank in the distant future, apparently.
On Overwatch.
It's time to make the elders proud. No one's faster.
Wish I knew what his actual aim was.
I'm ready and waiting. So go ahead, Commander. Impress me.
All right, we'll impress you. 77% in the face. Really? He's just like, hello.
Not the best first impression.
This is frustrating.
Overwatch, on the move. On Overwatch.
Really surprised he's standing there being flanked. I expected him to move. That's why I throw up the Overwatch, but apparently he has no interest in that whatsoever. So we can always pop the reload, and then in the face again, Dito, 77.
Hard target, minimal damage.
Ooh, 40% crit, not bad. A 6, I'm a huge fan. I keep messing around with this Overwatch because I'm scared of it. And I keep not taking this shot. At some point, I suppose we just take the shot. Let's reload and spam 45s.
Negative damage.
President Scroob! God, this guy's evasive.
My stripes. Maybe you're not meant for the field.
I'm on it.
I could use a new perspective.
Oh, poor Island Barami. That's terrifying.
Close, but nobody's perfect.
Yeah, but at the same time, I really don't think it's a big deal. 58% Dito. Let's reload first. Badoom! Ah, that's what I was hoping for. Well, I wasn't hoping to miss for a 15th time, but I was hoping to expose him. So now Antis can move up here. Perfect. We have a nice flanked shot. 83%. God, that looks beautiful.
Armor still holding.
I feel like I should come over here for the melee attack, but at the same time, can I do the melee attack from that corner? Yes, I can. 91, 3 to 5. You know what? Unless we max roll, it's not going to be a kill, but it gets us close for the flank and applies red fog. Okay.
Do I have to do everything myself?
That's awesome. He went for Rosemary Pruitt.
Burning ammo fast.
Watch this. Let's make this.
Oh! It's all right. He just tickles. So we are bleeding, ends in 2-player turn starts. At that point, we'll actually be dead, and we have no ability to stabilize whatsoever. This is not going well. All right, Dito, break the wall again with a 64% hit. Okay, nice. There we go, boys. Now, I'm pretty sure they run away when they're at half health, so all we got to do is come over here, and we're done. But we may need to evac President Scroob, so let's throw it out now, just in case.
We must retreat, Commander.
Actually, you know what I should do is make sure that we're going to hit him, because we may not. Let's move over here. Check the odds on the slash, 73. Check the close range, 83. Good. 83. Antis. Badoom!
Takes one to know one.
Went off the armor.
Oh, nice crit.
My targets never get a chance to shoot back. I'm coming for you. I'm all best there is.
Well,
Maybe you'll surprise me this time around.
Looks like I was wrong, but at least we have a bleed out. Oh, reload. Grenade. These little buckets are about the only thing these grenades can actually deal damage to. There's... Yeah, I see the propane down there. I can see it, guys. I see it. Right there. It was there the whole time. He's actually standing where we need to go to get up there. So let's go. Well, we have the D15. So we want to go... You know what? Close range is actually fine. We do get a bonus for being close. It's just not as good as being further away. Not bad. 83%.
Enemy is still up.
Really? Really, Dito?
How many shots do you think you're going to get? Comes in handy sometimes.
Okay. Well, apparently... Dito was 2 for 2, mind you. 2 for 2, guys. Reload. 2 for 2 on breaking the wall. Let's go 3 for 3.
How about that?
Yep, we actually... I'm not sure if we got it there or not. XCOM gained 5 ability points for killing a Chosen.
Not bad, Commander. It's time for a tactical retreat.
Well, here's the deal. He's going to run out here. We've only got 1 turn, so let's hope this Overwatch actually fires and hits. Come on, Antis. Nope. Yeah, it did hit for 3. Oh! Oh, God. And we have 1 turn. Point blank for 57. We've got a hit and crit. Woo! Antis, you are a champ! Now we've got a hit and not min roll. What's our aim bonus? Weapon range plus 15, so you do get the full point blank for being right there. I'm actually wondering if from here we'd get 12 for elevation, but we wouldn't see him. Here I'd be 2 tiles away. I'm pretty sure we'd have a higher bonus. It'd be 12 plus like 6 or something. Here we'd actually get the elevation and even better bonus for being further away. Ooh, height advantage 12, weapon accuracy 6. That's the best we can do. 88%, anything but a min roll or President Scroob is doomed. There it is.
Impressed yet?
Status confirmed. Mission accomplished. Great job, Commander.
Ooh, that was actually kind of heart racy there. So first and foremost, I've literally never fought that Chosen. Secondly, I only fought a Chosen 1 single time 2.5 years ago, and I actually don't want to know everything about the game these days to make it more interesting. Thirdly, I completely forgot about exploding propane tanks. Whoopsie daisy. And fourthly, the difficulty in this game is not knowing everything about it. So actually, this was pretty fun. I'm really surprised. I don't know, let me know what you guys think, because most people expect me to win everything all the time and know everything about everything, because that's basically what I've done for 500 episodes of Long War and like 1,000 hours of streaming Long War. But now I don't do that. I had fun playing it, so let me know if it was actually fun watching it. Regardless, we have stopped the Retaliation. I know I did say we could have just left, and honestly, we legitimately could have, and there would have been no penalty. We wouldn't have had one person almost dead and another person actually dead. But, hey, Antis was a frigging hero. Dito was a hero. Breaking those walls was awesome. XCOM is just getting started indeed. Well, boys, John Scaglione paid the price for me forgetting how to play XCOM 2. President Scroob almost died there for me not understanding how the Chosen work. President Scroob is gifted. Yeah, I already knew that. Now, what do we want to do for President Scroob? So there's actually 2 really interesting ways to go. One for shotguns, and as I recall, his mobility is not that great. Another one is going to be for Slash, and we could also go for SMG-style close quarters. That's a really tough decision. So the perks are prep for entry. After activating this ability, the next grenade thrown or launched this turn will not cost an action. but throw range will be decreased. That's pretty cool. So if you set yourself up, you start your turn, you pop this, you throw a grenade, then you move out, pop your abilities, do cool stuff. I like it a lot. The thing is, grenades in this mod no longer destroy cover. So honestly, that's not going to do too much for us. We could use it for shred or gas or something. I like the combo, but it's actually way stronger when grenades level the game, level the entire map. But I didn't want that to happen in this campaign because it would just be too easy and repetitive. So I nerfed them to Long War II levels. So Zone of Control, all enemies within the Assault Infantry's close quarters battle dominance radius suffer penalties to aim and mobility. What are the penalties, you ask? -10 and a -3 mobility. Now that's -10 aim and -3 mobility. -3 mobility is very nice. The 10 aim, not really a big deal. But 3 mobility, however, is huge, especially if you're using the SMG and you have a very big range. And of course, lastly, we have the Honed Edge. 15% to hit and 15 to crit on all melee attacks. I'll have to come back to that one. Fare ye well, John Scaglione. He will live on in our struggle. You know what? We'll leave it. Antis became a field medic. Apparently, he's like, oh my god, there was so much death. What can I do to stop it? It's kind of interesting, actually. To be honest, it's kind of interesting because field medics aren't just medics. They have some pretty cool abilities. They could both utilize mid-range shooting Overwatch capacity, and also they have some pretty cool close quarters abilities as well. So they get medical specialist to start out. You get 1 free medkit charge. Also, equipped medkits have +1 charge. At level 2, you get you get a revive charge, and healing has +1. And level 3, you get a free medkit charge, and healing has +1. They have Sedate, which is what the Assaults had in Long War II, using the arc thrower to stun an enemy. And lastly, they have Battlefield Triage. Battlefield Triage will bring a healed soldier's lowest HP up to 45% of their total hit points if it is lower than this threshold, so they get less ridiculous wounds as a result. Also, your remaining unused medkit charges are applied towards healing any soldiers that were wounded to below this threshold after a mission. Each unused medkit carried can be used to heal 1 member of your squad. And they can't treat themselves, but they can treat each other. So that's kind of a cool ability. Basically, your entire squad automatically gets healed up, and the more medkits you save, the better off you are. All right, let's go promote Dito. What did he get? Okay, he got Sapper. I guess he hit so many walls, he's just like, you know what? I love blowing things up. So we already know what Dito does here. Voila. Let's go check out our stats for a minute. 6 rescued civilians, increasing our income, advanced stock. Wow, okay. Missed shots deal 2 damage. That'll be great on an LMG. Scope +3 aim, laser sight +5 crit. These can now be stacked, by the way. 4 troopers, 1 priest, 1 sectoid, and 2 faceless. Those faceless are scary. Monthly reward increased by 18. Now, in case you guys were wondering, if you fail that mission, their monthly reward is decreased by like 23. So it's really not a big deal to just totally skip the mission, but I felt like I want to see what's up. You know how I get when I get recording. I just have to do all the challenges for no reason. I'm like, here's the smart thing to do. Let's do the dummin'. Demonophobia. Chance to panic when encountering a chosen. That makes sense. President Scroob, President Scroob was indeed terrified of the chosen. I like that negative trait. So first and foremost, let's see what's up with Scroob. His mobility is 11. So the fact that he has extremely low mobility makes me definitely not want to use a shotgun. So that's out. We're either going to use an SMG. Yeah, see, out. He knows. He's like, nope, not doing that. We're either going to use an SMG with run and gun, or we can go for full mobility with swords. And you know what? It does make sense for him to do that, because as I recall, he had high health. I think it was 7. That's why I felt confident putting him on the front line. So if he has high health, he can actually take a hit or two. We'll go full swords with him. Now, we'll spec him out now. Our options for the sword, you can actually use the sword or the combat knife. Now, the difference between these, the way we set it up, The sword is 3 to 5 with 2 bonus crit, so not very good. Crit chance is 10. The aim is actually 20 on the sword. Not sure why it doesn't say it. I wonder if Bravo Wolf messed that up. So the sword should be 20 aim, 10 crit, 3 to 5 damage. The combat knife, however, is 10 aim, down from 20 on the sword. But it's up to 25 crit from 10 on the sword. Also note, the combat knife, despite having 1 less damage, actually has the same bonus critical damage. Now, here's a really important thing. The combat knife comes with Knife Fighter. And what that allows you to do if you start your turn next to somebody is you can attack for 1 action point, where you cannot do that with the sword. So it's really a nice, interesting choice between which thing do you want to do. I'm thinking, honestly, for now, we should stick with the high-damaging sword, even though the combat knife is probably better overall, but our aim is very high as it is, but still not high enough. We have 15 base, so that puts us at 89. Actually, you know what? With the combat knife and our new honed edge, we actually have a 99 with the combat knife. All right, let's do that. 99 to hit things, unless they have native defense, and we'll have 25% chance to crit for a good amount. And we want to make sure he has the mobility to utilize this, so let's drop his carbine and we'll go for the blaster rifle. Which is a much lighter weapon, not getting in his way, but it does much less damage. Pretty cool. Now the weapon upgrade, I am almost certain I want to put on Rusty. Lightly wounded, 9 days. Let's upgrade the Z6 here. The advanced stock. Missed shots do 2 damage. That is perfect for this gun. That is really nice. Also, autoloader is really nice for this. As far as the scope, it's only +3 aim, but it probably makes sense to give it to our highest accuracy character, Manuka G. Now, do I want to keep him on this high accuracy gun? I kind of don't, now that I think about it. Not sure what sniper we're going to switch to, so you know what? Let's leave that scope alone for now. Whew, what a lot of stuff. More supplies. All right, let's go get that soldier, because we really need it. Yeah, we can see the Chosen's over here. No surprise there. We really need this soldier. And the rookies will disappear if we don't go get them. But at the same time, those rookies will just be random into the pool again, I believe. So it's not the end of the world. Our first resistance transmission gives us 168. And basically this guy didn't do very much. Gained a little bit of knowledge. We have 2 events upcoming. The Chosen no longer suffer from any weaknesses. The aliens find a mole within the resistance, reducing the retaliation counter by 2 weeks. Alright, not a big deal. Now we have 2 new orders. Supplies collected from each supply drop are increased by 10%. That's not bad. Covert actions will not be ambushed. Honestly, I don't feel like that's all that important. I don't really care if they are, because I mostly send rookies. So let's go for this one. I don't know if that's going to increase the one we just got or not. I guess we'll see. And now we have our covert actions. So we could go contact the Templars. I'm not going to use these faction heroes, so I'm extremely unlikely to bother doing these things. Although that is a nice reward for a promotion. Over here we get health +1. That's also a pretty nice reward, but you need to be a sergeant. Here we don't have any requirements. Now the Reapers, that's is where we're starting. So we already know their location. So 14 days to increase influence and +1 mobility on a sergeant. We don't have a sergeant. 8 days for +1 mobility on somebody. And we increase combat intelligence. I like that one a lot. And recruit Reapers. Faction soldier, 13 days, but we need a sergeant for that. I don't want a faction soldier, so let's go for this one because it's short. Who wants +1 mobility? Well, actually, only one character in the entire barracks can do it. All right, we'll just allow that one soldier. Dito, you're off. 8 days, +1 mobility. Not exactly where I'd like to use it, but still. 168 supplies. We'll get to that later. For now, we need this soldier because we are almost completely out of soldiers. Our laboratory is done. That's pretty good. Let's throw in one of our 2 scientists. Amy Pickens is in. Research time, -20. Beautiful. If you wanted to spend 125 supplies, which we don't have, and 3 power, of which we have 9 out of 15. We could indeed add an extra slot for an extra scientist. Now that that's done, let's actually dig out over here with our engineer. Good. 14 days on mag weapons. Who's the soldier? Checkmate, the field medic. Okay. Not bad. There he is, boys. Let's go say hello, shall we? Whoa, welcome, checkmate to the squad. Look at him. Oh, what a snazzy kilt the guy's got. Looks like he's a field medic with high mobility and low aim. My thinking here is his mobility is high enough and his aim is low enough that never mind the high aim rifle. Why don't we actually give him a half-decent repeater? He gets a little bit more mobility, a little bit of flanking. He could also use the poor man's shotgun. But I think we're okay with the repeater for now, especially because of the mobility. I'm going for early flanks, I think. Nice! And 2 people recovered, so we're ready to go here, including myself. I suppose we'll hit up the rookies, because we will need them eventually, especially at the rate we're going. New target acquired. Neutralize a field commander. Oh god. It says difficulty easy, but I don't trust it. In my test campaign that I played to make sure the mods work before this, I didn't even get close to even shooting the field commander, and he had already left and several people were wounded, so yeah. Then I got a mod that increases the timers a little bit because we increase the difficulty a little bit, which means you need more time to actually fight enemies, but even so, it's only +2 turns, meaning this is going to be very difficult. We've got 136 supplies as a reward, and we counter a dark event, reduces retaliation by 2 weeks. Well, feels like it's going to be worth it. And I suppose that'll be the squad. Myself coming back as a Jedi. We're going to have Manuka G here. I'm actually feeling like I want to this time bring the short rifle, the targeting sniper rifle that you can move and shoot with. And as a result of that, we're going to have less aim. So let's add in the scope. Boom! Beautiful. Just another +3 aim, not a huge amount, but still something. Now, we don't have any shotguns or any close range. We have, like, mid-range. I'm a little close with the lightsaber. This is okay. I might actually think about switching to the shotgun specifically for this one. Yeah, let's go for the E11D blaster rifle here. Definitely for this mission. Oh, look how beautiful it is up there. You get, like, the burnout effect. It's absolutely beautiful modeling. Whew, I love it. Anyways, there you go, boys. When's we returning? I learned to click the button, and I learned how to play this game. And also, I sliced some people with a lightsaber. Which I didn't even get to do this campaign yet, because I was immediately one-shot on my very first spotting of a guy. Anyways, that does it for this episode. In the next one, we're gonna fight whatever the heck this thing is. In any event, if you guys are new here, remember to subscribe. Maybe hit the bell thingy if you're North American, because YouTube apparently doesn't share my videos to lots of North Americans for some reason. Also, if you want to help support us, links in the description down below. Very much appreciated. And lastly, remember to hit the like button, because you liked it, I hope, because you watched all 2 hours of it at this point. I know what you're thinking, and now I'm stopping talking. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon. Then again, the shot will probably come up here. So you know what? Let's get rid of the officer down here. My guess is this is a scout. He's most likely going to double move like a dope. So, 100%, boys. Point. Blank. It's been a long time. It's been a long time.